Hello, welcome to part 4, or part 5 even, and the registration part 3, or part 6, registration part 3. Anyway, now we can take away this little bit, and we can actually insert the data into the database, assuming that these weren't any serious errors, which I do not believe they were. We'll figure out though. And for starters, we can set the date by calling it cache date. We use the date function. Year, month, day. Big Y means it'll be the full year, not just say like 12. It will say 2012. Month, day, etc. Now we can check for the actual existence if the fields have been entered. So we can check for existence. We'll say if, block of code here, else, etc. So we're going to say if full name, double ampersand, username, and password, and confirm password. Then we'll execute this block of code. Otherwise, we can echo, please enter all fields. And now to put the error message above, we're gonna add a paragraph break to the form. So put it right above the form, so then we don't have to put a paragraph break after every error message, which is the lot. Now we can test this out. Let's say we only typed in this and this. Okay. Create an account. Please enter in all fields. Create an account again, just for testing. Alright. It's not saying anything with the username. Or, yeah, it was. Hold on. Create an account. Alright, yeah. It would appear to be working fine. So, that's basically the only error we have so far. But, I do know of another error that we might need to avoid. We're going to remove our MD5 tags here. And we'll encrypt the password later on in the script. So we'll say, if all of this is entered, then we'll encrypt the password by doing this. So we're basically just going to say password will encrypt the original value of password. And we can do the same thing with confirm password. Confirm password. And just so we don't get lost, I'm gonna create a comment here. Encrypt password. And now we can actually insert all of the data into the database. However, first we need to create a check, making sure that nothing exceeds the limit that we've set in our databases. No, like a username going like 60 characters is too long. So we can say if the string length of username is greater than 25, or the string length of the full name is greater than 25, then we will execute the next code. So what it's going to do if they exceed the limit is execute this block of code. And for an error message, we can just say echo length of username or full name is too long. And you can fiddle around with that, give your own error messages and whatnot.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to say if,
or we can else what we're going to do is execute this block, which will check password length. Actually, delete the else, copy this, but then we're gonna erase that. The first check I want to do is the password check. So what we're going to do first is, if your password equals your confirmed password, then we can continue on with the script. Otherwise, we will say your passwords do not match, or some other thing like that. And now we can just copy and paste that right there. Otherwise, we'll check. So we're saying if they are meeting the requirements, their username and full name meet the requirements, we will say else. Now we can check the length of the passwords, keeping in mind that the passwords do match. Then we can say the string length of password is greater than 25 characters, or a string length of password is less than 6 characters. We can echo your password must be between 6 and 25 characters. Now, the reason we don't need to check for confirmed password for how long it is, because we already know that matches password. It's the exact same, so there's no need for an extra check. Otherwise, we will actually input data. Well, actually, to make it simpler for us, we'll say register the user. I was going to put input data into the database. So I'll test out what we have so far in the next tutorial, and then we can continue off from there by actually registering the user. Thanks for watching.